Welcome into Madden on the Line, the board check for Friday, May 22nd. You guys, Madden on the Line is presented by Crosscheck Media on the Biz Talk Today TV network. Now, it's Memorial Day weekend, and I hope you guys have a fantastic one. And get ready, lacrosse fans, because Memorial Day weekend means one thing: championship weekend. This Saturday, the road to the national title in Charlottesville passes through 4 powerhouse programs. First up, the number 1 seed, Princeton Tigers, look to unleash their high-octane offense against a resilient Duke squad hungry to return to glory. And then it's a heavyweight rivalry match. The back-to-back defending champs, Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish, take on the field on a historic quest for a legendary three-peat. Standing in their way, Syracuse, fueled by the dynamic attack man, Joey Spallina, looking to restore the Orange to the top of the lacrosse world. You guys, 4 elite teams, star-studded rosters. So tune in for the semifinals starting at noon on Saturday. The national championship game will be Monday, May 25th at 1 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. So turning to our board check of what we saw last night out there on the ice, the Montreal Canadiens took first blood, winning game number 1, 6-2. They started off fast in that game, but so did Carolina with a goal in the first 33 seconds. Montreal returned the favor, getting a goal at the 1-minute mark, scored by Cole Caulfield. The first goal was by Seth Jarvis out of Carolina. And the second goal out of Carolina came in the second from Robinson, his first here in the playoffs. Now, Soskovsky did put up 2 goals in the third for the Montreal Canadiens. Montreal ended up winning it 6-2. Game number 2 between those two teams will be on Saturday, so stay tuned for your Saturday board check here for Madden on the Line. Out there on the hardwood last night, the New York Knicks took a commanding 2-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals. On the hardwood, winning at 109-293. Fans went crazy. Knicks fans chanting Knicks in 4. Can they get it done? Well, we'll see these teams back in action for game number 3 with the Cleveland Cavaliers with their backs against the wall. We'll be checking in on that game tomorrow. So early leans are, though, that total 213.5. Looking pretty light out there. Now turning to today's action on the ice, the Vegas Golden Knights and the Colorado Avalanche face up for game number 2. In game number 1, we did see the Vegas Golden Knights be able to pull off the upset win, winning that game 4-2. Now they came out nice and solid, and Colorado looked kind of slow through that neutral zone, making those mistakes, not having clean transition. Looking at this game, Cale Makar will be out again tonight here for game number 2. Colorado is going to have to bring that defensive physicality out there on the ice and not allow Vegas to absolutely pepper Scott Wedgwood between the pipes. Looking at the Vegas Golden Knights, Carter Hart has been outstanding between the pipes for them, with the last 3 games standing so tall, putting his save percentage up to .953, stopping 101 of 106 shots over those last 3 games. Colorado, if they're going to be able to convert, I do think it will come tonight on the power play. I'm expecting, though, them to lock down, have that defensive structure in this game. First period under 1.5 goals is a really solid way to go in this matchup tonight, and then staying up the full game total as things could open up in the third. Looking at Colorado, I would look at the power play conversion out of Nathan McKinnon, Martin Necas, but the value isn't there. The value is sitting on Kadri coming out for the power play point at plus 330. Kadri on that top power play had 5 shots on goal in the last game, and I do think he has every ability to record an assist or even a goal on that power play to get us at great plus money. As for a side in this game, it's hard to step in front of Colorado. Awful loss to not bounce back here. They hardly lose at home, let alone back-to-back home games. I think Colorado can get the win, but I don't like the value even on the puck line for Colorado. If Vegas goes up first, which I think they have the ability to, I'd look at coming back in on Colorado as a live betting opportunity once the value is there. And then it definitely is worth a look at the overtime bet at plus 320 tonight. And then when we turn out to the hardwood, we've got the Thunder versus the Spurs tonight. This one is tied 1-1 apiece. We know the Spurs were able to pull off the win in game number 1, winning game number 1 in double overtime, but the Thunder answered back in game number 2, putting the pressure now on the San Antonio Spurs to be able to get a win here at home. Looking at this matchup, there's no denying what Wemby's been able to do out there on the hardwood, and I can't deny him for running back that rebound prop. Over 14.5 rebounds, even though this number has gone up from the last time we bet it. He had 24 rebounds in game number 1, 17 rebounds in game number 2. I'm still comfortable ulting that 14.5 to over 15.5 to over 16.5, as I think he could see 17 again. Now, Castle needs to clean things up for the San Antonio Spurs because he's turned the ball over 20 times over the first 2 games of this series. I do think he should be able to get his assists over the 7.5. He had in game 2, 8 assists, and in game 1, 11. Now, De'Aaron Fox is still questionable for this game, and Dylan Harper did leave game number 2, unsure of his status at this point. When we look here at the Thunder, Jalen Williams did leave game number 2. That re-aggravated hamstring injury. He played less than 8 minutes. Without him on the court here, the Thunder are going to turn to a game in which they're shooting more up from the perimeter. And with that, that increases Wemby's ability to get those rebounds, you guys. But who's going to get those perimeter shots here for the Thunder? SGA's been dishing out those assists in the playoffs, averaging 7.8 this postseason on 14.6 potential assists. In game number 1 of this series, he had 12 assists. In game number 2, he had 9. I would look for him to nicely clear the 7.5. And then I would also look here at Wallace to be able to put up those threes. Look for SGA to kick it out to Wallace. Wallace over 1.5 made threes in this game. In game 1, he went 2 of 5 from deep. In game 2, he went 4 of 6. I also think circling Alex Caruso is another strong play in this one. 17 points and 5 assists in the last game, but trends to the over, you guys, and I do think that's the best bet in this one. Look for this to cruise over the total of 217.5. OKC's last 6 road games have gone over the total, and the Spurs' last 7 games overall have gone to that over. But this has been Madden on the line.